Good day, everyone. Once again, I welcome you to another episode of Chemistry Simplified by Gido Academy. And in this particular video, we'll be talking about hybridization. Hybridization. A lot of people have been requesting for. It seems that one of the most trended video I have on my YouTube channel is on hybridization. A lot of people have been requesting for more explanation on hybridization. So if you have not watched the initial video, I predicted how to know the kind of hybridization a particular element is. So if it is sp3, sp2, or sp, so it was just a prediction. Then this is a video whereby I'm going to explain the two types of hybridization, which is the head-to-head hybridization and the lateral overlapping hybridization. I might not really go deep, I just want to explain the surface for those of us who are writing external exams like JAMB, WAEC, even your higher institution exam. So these are the major two types of hybridization. So I can say hybridization is a blending of two atomic orbitals, two or more atomic orbitals. They can actually be of the same energy level. So let's say 2s orbital has the power to blend with what? With 2p orbital. So not 2s orbital blending with 3p. No. So 2s orbital cannot blend with 2s orbital. So if there is a blending, 2s orbital must blend with what? With 2p because of the energy level. That's how hybridization always takes place. And the orbital that is formed from the process of hybridization is what we call what? The hybrid orbital. Hybrid orbital. So that which is formed from hybridization is called hybrid orbital. And the process generally is that which is called what? Hybridization. Now, this hybridization is divided into two. We have the head-to-head hybridization, and we have the side-to-side hybridization. So some person will tell you it is head-to-head, they might call it end-to-end, they might call it axial overlap. So it's either you see head-to-head overlap, end-to-end overlap, or axial overlap. That's the first type of hybridization, and that's the most common type of hybridization. And this kind of hybridization will always lead to the formation of what we call sigma bond. Sigma bond, which is a very strong bond. So the head-to-head, the end-to-end, the axial overlap will always lead to what we call what? Sigma bond. And the kind of orbitals that are formed is usually the s to s orbital, the s to p orbital, then the p to p what? Orbital. That is the kind of I believe when I say s to s, your mind should go to the s in the periodic table and s block in the periodic table, s block in the periodic table to p block in the periodic table, p block in the periodic table to p block in the periodic table. That is for what? For the hybrid orbital that is formed during the process of what? Of hybridization. And their bond strength is very, very strong. The bond strength for head-to-head or end-to-end or axial overlap hybridization, it is very, very strong. And the kind of bond is called what? Sigma bond. It is always leading to the formation of single bond. Single bond. Single bond. So let's say, for example, a group 1 element, sodium, and its S block, blend with chlorine, which is a P block element. This is S to P. This is S to P hybridization. This S to P hybridization is called the kind of overlapping that takes place here is head-to-head, end-to-end, or axial overlap. Or let's say sodium bonding with hydrogen, and it's going to form what? Sodium hydride. So this sodium hydride you are seeing here, it is also, here is S, here is what? S. So this is S to S hybridization. What about if chlorine is blending with chlorine? This is a P element, this is a P block element. Now, for those of us who are confused, so how do you know that this is a P block element? Group 1 and group 2 in the periodic table, they are S block, while group 3 down to group 7 or group 8 in the periodic table, they are what? They are P block. So once S block element reacts with P block element, it is, as long as it is a single bond, or as long as the overlapping is head-to-head, end-to-end, or axial overlap, it is usually what? Giving rise to a sigma bond, which is a very, very strong bond. And sigma bond is very, very difficult to be broken. So take note of that. Then the lateral overlap is also called the side-to-side overlap or the sideway overlap. So they can always call it side-to-side, lateral overlap, or the sideway overlap. And the kind of orbital that is formed is P to P or hybridized orbital. Now, If a p element reacts with a p element that are what? Unhybridized, the product that will be formed is called what? Lateral overlap. Or the kind of overlapping that will take place is lateral overlap. And the bond that will be formed is what? A pi bond, which is usually a form of single bond or what? Or triple bond. For example, you can always find that in carbon, which is a p block element bonding with another p block element. So if a carbon bond, let me use double bond here, bond to another p block, this is a p to p overlap. And this kind of overlap is usually lateral or sideway overlap. It's not like, let me draw something like this. It is not like, okay, now this is one orbital, this is one orbital. It's not like the p orbital here is going to this. If the hybridization is like this, if I should move this one and put it here, the hybridization, like if I should bring these two together, this kind of hybridization is called head to head. But if I should turn it like this, so if you have something like this, please don't mind my marker. If I have something like this and I bring them, this is a side to side overlap. Then this side to side overlap can form what we called pi bond, which can be in form of double bond or what? Or triple bond. But this head to head overlap can always be in form of S to S, S to P, or P to P. But the P to P is hybridized rather, while this one is what? Unhybridized. So when unhybridized orbital blends together, it's going to form that which is called what? Pi bond, which are lateral overlap, side to side overlap, or what? Sideway overlap. So this is just the major thing you need to know about overlapping of orbitals. And if you have any question based on what I've explained so far, please drop that in the comment section. Like what I said, hybridization is divided into two. We have head to head or side to side. Head to head hybridization is very, very strong. The bond is very, very strong compared to what? To side to side. Side to side always form a weak bond. And the kind of bond here is called sigma, while the kind of bond here is what? Pi. So for you to break a sigma bond, you have broken like 10 pi's. So pi bond is usually weak compared to sigma bond. And please take note, for every double bond or triple bond, there is an atom of sigma bond inside. So that doesn't mean all the bond for a double or triple bond, they are pi. No. One of the bonds is actually sigma, while the others, they are what? They are pi. So that should be the end of this particular class. If you have any question based on what I've explained so far, please feel free to drop that in the comment section. And if you enjoy what I do, please drop a like this particular video. Send this video to your friends, those who find hybridization very difficult. Our major work is to simplify chemistry with Gido Academy. Thanks for watching. See you in our next episode. But for now, we say goodbye.